I just want to show you that I'm being censored right now from YouTube. So I called a Nazi, which is the fact, and my video wouldn't go up, and they erased my title. So this is what I wanted to say. There is a reason why that Trump wanted to get rid of any checks and balances concerning any agencies, the FBI and things like that. He wanted to get rid of it so that he can't be checked on the things that he's doing, that so that they can't go to jail or be prosecuted for the things that they're doing, which is really is treason against this nation. Okay. So that is the reason why he has gone after these different agencies that can check him or check the people he put in power. Now, Elon Musk is okay with censoring any of us, right? They're okay with us being censored. They want to be able to say what they want to do. But if they're attacking news agencies right now, they don't want to have anybody's voice out there speaking on what they're doing, which is what a totalitarian dictator would do. Preventing anybody from speaking on the atrocities that they're committing. This is 101 for a dictator. This is 101 for somebody that's a totalitarian monster, okay? Is to knock out your freedom of speech, to be able to speak on exactly what they're doing, to make people aware. And to allow this is the thing. I have so much fucking shit to say right now. I am fucking livid. Honestly, I'm very worried for our country. And it's no joke. I'm legit worried. I'm not only was I worried about women's rights and protections, now it's gone beyond that. Now it has gone so far beyond that. If we allow a government to treat a certain group of people badly, harmfully, it doesn't just stop at that group of people. That's what you need to understand. As a nation, you need to understand it's not just that racial group. It's not just that religious group. It's not just that gender group. When you get a totalitarian form of government that doesn't care one bit about the Constitution, and that government shits, and that's what the fuck they're doing, is shitting all over the goddamn motherfucking Constitution, they don't care about you. So for all the farmers in the United States who thought that he had your back, he fucking doesn't. For all the veterans that thought that he had your back, he doesn't. And sadly, all the poor white Americans who think that this is a racial shit against you, believe me, it's more demonic than that. He doesn't give a fuck about you. This regime he put into power cares nothing about you and doesn't care if they tread on you. If they stomp you out. If they annihilate you and break you to the point of death, they don't care. I wish that the American people weren't so fucking naive and couldn't see through the bullshit. I really wish that was the case. But I am legit I had dreams. I'm going to repeat my dreams. I said it on this channel before, that when it gets too far, when it goes too far, God gave me a vision when I was 3 years old. I was a fucking toddler when this dream and vision came to me. And the dream was that the divine angels of heaven came down in ships. I was on one of the ships, which means I'm 57 now, which means I died and I became a child, because in the dream I was a child on the ship. But the destruction was real. It was divine destruction. It wasn't our military, the Russian military, the Chinese military. It was none of that. It was a divine judgment. And in that divine judgment, people were being annihilated by fire. And I'm not talking about a flame that you know about or firepower that world governments have. It's not that type of fire. This type of fire that came, the destruction that came, before the flame could even hit the person, they disintegrated. Poof, like that, they were gone. Instantly, by the thousands, at a time. So if you allow a government to take over and repeat history again, when we've come so far, while we're talking about woke, 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 you fucking need to wake up. When it gets to that point, and people say, well, where was God when this and where was God when that? Listen, when Hitler did what he did, countries stepped in and they brought his power down. If we go through this and nobody checks this government that's in power now in the United States, which I see now as the beginning start of another Nazi regime and Hitler, if our Supreme Court doesn't do its fucking job and Congress doesn't do its fucking job, there is divine judgment that's coming. And I don't even know how to say this in the way that you can understand fully, unless you saw the vision that I saw or the dream that kept repeating as a 3-year-old child. I can't even put it into words. But I will tell you this, when that divine judgment comes, and it will come if we don't step in and we don't stop this, there is no God feels sorry about his judgment. There is no regret for that judgment when it comes. There is no, I wish I could have or I wouldn't have done. No, because when that judgment comes, that finality that will come if you don't step in and stop this shit. God has no regret when that does happen, because the people that will receive the judgment have no remorse. They can't be reached. They can't be spoken to. Their minds don't change. God can't turn their head. And at that point, that divine judgment, there will be that judgment has no regret from God. None. because it's gotten to a point that you cannot be worked with. I've got so much to say. I really, really have so much to say on how we are working our way into a dictatorship from this nation. I mean, the signs are all over the fucking walls. Like, I can't even say this enough, how much the signs are on the wall of what is happening. When you let Elon Musk, who is not a national born citizen of this country, and then you're putting into question whether you're a national born citizen or not from birth on this soil, we got issues. Because if you want to get technical, let's be honest. Let's be real fucking honest. There are, if you're going back centuries upon centuries, nobody, aside from the Native American Indians or indigenous people from this land, who can't even prove that at that point that they are national from this country, even from thousands of years ago. How are you going to prove it? At this point, everybody's nationality, citizenship is up for question.